Hi everybody, it's Andy and welcome again to my office in Los Altos, California. I'm an attorney licensed to practice law in California as well as New York. What I'm going to do in this video actually is not really address something that's California specific or New York specific. I'm actually going to go over a little bit of math for you actually. Hopefully that doesn't turn any of you off. So the kind of genesis or the origin of this video is basically this. So in California at least, there are a lot of forms, particularly in the family law kind of context, that asks you for your monthly income. So, for example, if you are filling out a form FL-150, an income and expense declaration, which I actually have a whole series of videos on, which I'm going to go ahead and link right over here, those forms ask you for your monthly income. And what a lot of people think is that, oh, well, you know, I get paid every other week. Most people get paid every other week, I think. So if I get paid every 2 weeks, isn't my monthly income just double that? So basically my paycheck every 2 weeks, multiply that by 2, that's my monthly income, right? It turns out the answer is no, because in a month, a typical month is actually not 4 weeks, it's actually a little bit more. I think it's like 4.35 weeks or something. So mathematically how you basically convert from pay every 2 weeks to monthly income is basically like this. So step number 1, you take whatever you get paid every 2 weeks and you multiply that by 26. So the reason you do that is because if you get paid every 2 weeks, then in a calendar year, 52 weeks, you actually get paid 26 times. So if you take your pay every 2 weeks, you multiply that by 26, that gets your gets to your gross pay or your net pay, depending on what pay figure you use. So a yearly pay is what you get if you take your pay every 2 weeks, multiply that by 26, that's your yearly pay. So if you take your yearly pay, then you divide that by 12, that gets you your monthly pay. So kind of the short answer, I guess, is you take whatever you get paid every 2 weeks, you multiply that by 26, and then you divide that by 12. That's actually your monthly income. So it's actually not 2, so you don't just double it. 26 divided by 12 is actually not 2, it's a little bit more. So yeah. So anyway, if you think that, you know, you just take your 2 week paycheck and you double it and stuff, you actually are underreporting your monthly income by a little bit. I don't think it's actually a humongous deal, but it is something that is not technically correct, that if you do it even unintentionally, it could be something that bites you in your case later on. So best not to do it at all. Yeah, anyway, hope that helps. Again, that's not California specific or New York specific, but it's just math. So hopefully that was not too confusing. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time.